Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Obviously, today is another Blue Mondays video. I'm very excited for this one. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't done this look yet. And I thought I would because in my head, it seems easy. Definitely like feasible, but also kind of impactful and wabam. So I don't know. Hopefully you're into this. If you are, you're not subscribed, you totally should. Other than that, I think I'm just going to stop yammering and get into the look. Part of the reason why I said this is going to be like super easy and feasible is because I'm going to use my bronzer contour palette. I have the Kaleidos Symphony Trio, and this is in medium. So I'm going to use this as my kind of eyeshadow base and as my face products today. I'm going to take my gently used Refer 01 and I'm going to use my contour shade because generally speaking, the transition and crease shades that we use are to contour an eye look. So that is what I'm doing. And I'm just going to swoosh it everywhere, just like all over. Not quite to my brow, but you know, where I would normally put my transition shades. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. Like, so not hard. The thing about using face products as eyeshadow is they're typically not as pigmented as an eyeshadow, so it's really easy to just whack it on with very little thought, especially if you're in a hurry or you're not real sure what to do or how to do it. Using face products is pretty darn easy. I think I'm going to leave it like that for now and go in with my blues. This isn't usually about the products that I'm using for this look, but because I've talked about like the transition shade, I'm going to tell you the other two I'm going to use. I have this Night Long shade from Lethal that I thought could be really fun. And one more. And then I have this blue from Odin's Eye called David. I decided to put a bunch of my blue and green singles into a palette together and hopefully get some more use that way. So that's what I'm doing. And then because it's me and maybe I'm a little bit of a nutter, I want to use this shade called Vertex as my inner corner. I just think it's going to be super fun. So I'm going to go in first with the Lethal Blue because it is more of a like metallic, smooth eyeshadow, whereas the Odin's Eye looks to be more sparkly. Does that make sense? So let's just oh yeah. And I of course left my face undone because I suspect this is going to give me a ton of fallout. And I just as soon clean it off a bare face than try to clean up a face full of makeups So just kind of getting the shape that I want, and then I'll put a bit more on and then use the other blue. But I did a shape similar to this for my collab video with Cole, and I really liked it. So now I'm just gonna blend along the edge a little. Okay, and then I'm just going to pile on some more. Maybe I'll focus the shimmery one just kind of like in the center, sort of spotlight eye-ish, but not, you know, in the typical sense. I just love eyeshadow so much. I love playing with it. I love learning new things. It's all just so interesting to me. Okay, I have to relax my eye and adjust the shape so it looks normal-ish when I'm not raising my brows. Yeah. Okay, on the other side of that brush, I'm going to dip into the Odin's Eye. I haven't wet either one of these yet. I'm wondering if I should wet this one. I'm gonna try floofing it on. I have this dough color blending brush, but it's kind of like flimsy and small. So let's just see what happens if I maybe it'll be cool, or maybe it won't even make a difference, but I'm all for playing and figuring it out. That is really, really pretty. Now I'm gonna go back into the Lethal shade and just make sure it's as built up as I can get it on either side of the Odin's Eye shade. I'll of course have to check the 10x to make sure everything looks the way I want it to, but that's the gist. I am going to, like I said, check the mirror up close, but let's bust out a fill. Okay, I've got OG fill. I am going to spray it with some water. And go into that bright green. I may have to touch up again after I get my base on, but let's put that there and then do the swoop. Oh man, I just love eyeshadow so much. Okay, let me go do the other eye, whack on my face, clean up all that fallout, check the blend, and then I'll come back, show you the finished look, and that'll be Blue Monday done and dusted. I'm back. Obviously everything is done. Let me scoot you in for an up close reconnoiter at the eyes. I did use my highlight on the center of that blue just for a little bit more, I don't know, dimension, pizzazz, well, bam, you know. But I did use the Cosmic Beauty Frosting Highlight Trio, and I used the shade Blueberry Muffin, which is, you know, the bluish one. And I like it. I like the blue and the green together. I think that looks really, really fun. It did make a huge mess, and it took me a little bit to clean it up, but nothing too wild and crazy. I always go in with a face oil on my under eyes and then just wipe that off, and the eyeshadow comes with it. So, you know, I'm not fussed about fallout, but I think this is pretty cool. And I mean, it took like no time at all because it's just, you know, really whacking it on. The hardest part was, you know, matching up the shape, and I'm not even 100% sure I got that perfect, or, you know, close to it. So anyway, that is Blue Monday done and dusted. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.